I call to order this meeting of the Coweta County Board of Education, Agenda 869, 6:30 p.m., August the 11th, 2026. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes 7-0. We don't have any recognitions tonight, so I'll move on to this list of minutes that we need to approve. So do I have a motion to approve the minutes of July the 14th, 2026?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Motion passes 7-0. Do I have a motion to approve the call minutes of July the 28th, 2026?
Second.
We got a motion and a second there? Okay, good. All those in favor? Motion passes 7-0. Do we have a motion to approve the called minutes of July the 29th, 2026?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Motion passes 6-0 with myself abstaining because I missed that meeting. Do we have a motion to approve the call minutes of August the 4th, 2026 at 7:30 a.m.?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Motion passes 6-0 with Ms. Dees abstaining. Do I have a motion to approve call minutes of August the 4th from 6:30 p.m.?
Second.
All those in favor? Motion passes 7-0. And last but not least, do I have a motion to approve the call minutes of August the 4th, 2026
So
at
moved.
7 p.m.?
Second.
All those in favor? Motion passes 7-0. Dr. Horton, action items, Group 1.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The first item I have for you in Group 1 tonight is to approve the renewal for the FY27 contract between the Coweta County Board of Education and the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia Cooperative Extension Services, 4-H. Approval is requested to renew and amend the annual financial agreement with the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia on behalf of the University of Georgia Cooperative Extension Service. The attached budget is for salary, Social Security, Medicare, retirement, travel, and/or operating expenses. The financial agreement is in the amount of $17,247. It begins September 1st of 2026, and it runs through August the 31st of 2027. Mr. Chair, I recommend approval.
Superintendent is recommending approval of the annual financial agreement with the University System of Georgia Cooperative Extension Service in the amount of $17,247 to run from September the 1st of 2026 through August 31st of next year, 2027. Do I have a motion to approve?
Second.
Any discussion? I'll make my annual comment on appreciating 4-H and what they do and the board and the school system supporting 4-H. It's a great agreement and a great partnership, and thank you very much. And a lot of kids, I say that on behalf of a lot of kids, so thank you very much. So all those in favor? Motion passes 7-0. Dr. Horton.
The next item I have for you in Group 1 is to approve CTAE Carl D. Perkins V federal grants. Board approval is required for career technical and agricultural education, CTAE-related grants for the 26-27 school year. As per Perkins and CTAE guidelines, board approval must be obtained before these grants can be used. First one's Federal Perkins 5 CTAE Program Improvement and Professional Development Grants in the amount of $191,784. These grants are used for the purchase of equipment, supplies, CTAE-related professional development, and program improvement for CTA programs and courses at the CEC, East Coweta High School, Noonan High School, and Northgate High School. The second one's Federal Perkins Plus Reserve Grant in the amount of $23,923. This is the second year for the system to apply and receive this grant. This grant will be utilized to provide funds so that all students completing CTAE pathways at the CEC or base high schools have the option to sit for industry-recognized end-of-pathway assessments at no cost to the students or schools. The total Perkins 5 and Perkins Plus Reserve Grant awarded this year is $215,707. CTAE grants in the amount of $65,855. These annual grants are utilized to support CTAE apprenticeship coordinator pay and CTAE administrative supervision pay for CEC, Noonan, Northgate, and East Coweta High School in support of CTAE programs system-wide. Second one there is a CTAE capital equipment grant in the amount of $403,000. It's the second time in history that the school system has applied for and received this vocational construction-related equipment grant. This grant was applied for and utilized previously for Noonan High School CTAE lab reconstruction. This year's new grant funds will go towards equipping labs in Phase 1 of the CEC renovation and expansion. Well, there's a decrease of $23,723 in FY27 Perkins allocations. The additional CTAE grants applied for and received for FY27 total an increase of $357,940 to support Coweta County School System CTAE pathways and programs. For FY26, those funds were $326,652, and this year the funds amount to $684,592. Mr. Chair, I recommend approval of the CTAE Perkins grants, the entire batch.
Superintendent is recommending approval of the CTAE total federal Perkins grants as just described, and obviously I'm not going to go back through that long list. We don't want to read it all again. So do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
I would like
Go
to
ahead.
say thank you, Dr. Puckett. I don't know if you are responsible for writing those grants, but as a former grant writer, I know how tedious those can be. And writing grants is never an easy thing. It's a very long process. So thank you, Dr. Puckett, to you. I mean, because that is a substantial amount of money, $684,000. So I applaud you for that and appreciate that extra work because it's not easy doing those grants sometimes. Thank you.
Any other discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes 7-0.
The next item I have for you in Group 1 is to approve GSBA membership dues. Approval is requested to renew the GSBA membership dues for the district. GSBA membership dues fund advocacy and lobbying, professional development and training, and legal and administrative resources for local public school boards. The amount of the renewal is $25,325. Mr. Chair, I recommend approval.
Superintendent is recommending approval of the GSBA membership dues in the amount of $25,325. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes 7-0.
The next item I have for you in Group 1 is to approve the FY27 Local Board Governance Training Plan. Approval is requested for the Local Board Governance Training Plan. Plan is required by OCGA 20-2-51, and we can revise the plan should the need arise. Mr. Chair, I recommend approval.
Superintendent is recommending approval of the FY27 Local Board Governance Training Plan. Do I have a motion to approve?
So move.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes 7-0.
The next item I have for you in Group 1 is to approve the state custodian supplement. In fiscal year 27, the Coweta County School System will receive $164,000 from the Georgia Department of Education for the state custodian supplement. These funds are designated to provide a $1,000 supplement to each eligible custodian. Approval is requested to issue the one-time supplement on the August 21st, 2026 biweekly payroll. Eligible employees include all active, permanent custodians who were included on the August 7th, 2026 biweekly payroll. Temporary custodians and any custodians who resign or are terminated before the supplement is paid will not be eligible to receive the payment. The supplement is subject to all applicable federal and state tax withholdings, including Social Security and Medicare. Total cost of the supplements is approximately $193,770. Funding will be provided through $164,000 in state custodian supplement funds from the Georgia Department of Education and approximately $29,770 from the general fund. Mr. Chair, I recommend approval.
Superintendent is recommending approval of the $1,000 state custodian supplement in a total amount of $193,770, with $164,000 coming from the state and $29,770 from the general fund. Do I have a motion to approve? Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes 7-0.
The next item I have for you in Group 1 is to approve changes to our workers' compensation panel. Approval is requested to revise the workers' compensation panel. The workers' compensation panel is reviewed periodically to ensure it remains current and continues to provide our employees with access to qualified medical providers in accordance with applicable Georgia workers' compensation requirements. From time to time, revisions are necessary to reflect changes in provider availability, medical practices, or organizational needs. A copy of the revised panel is attached for review. Mr. Chair, I recommend approval of changes to the workers' comp panel.
Superintendent is recommending approval to changes to the workers' comp panel as was detailed in the attachment. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes 7-0.
This time I'll call on Dr. Kemp to bring you item G in Action Items Group 1 Policy Revision. Dr. Kemp.
Thank you, Dr. Horton. Requesting approval to adopt the attached additions and policy revisions that were presented at the July board meeting. They sat on the table for 30 days with no public comment. So with that, we would like to recommend approval policies JCDAG, policy IDB, policy GBRI, policy GARHB, and policy IBB.
Mr. Chair, I recommend approval of the policies.
Superintendent is recommending approval of the policy revisions as just detailed by Dr. Kemp. Do I have a motion to approve? Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes 7-0.
The next item I have for you in Group 1 is to approve bus purchases. Approval is requested for the purchase of one 54-passenger IC International bus with a front wheelchair lift at $164,000 and one 72-passenger rear wheelchair lift bus at $165,000 for a total of $329,000 for two. Would also purchase 10 83-passenger IC International buses at $161,000 each for a total cost of $1,610,000. This purchase would be paid from SPLOST funds totaling $1,939,000. The buses will be purchased at state contract prices. Mr. Chair, I recommend approval.
Superintendent is recommending approval for the purchase of two buses with wheelchair lifts and 10 83-passenger buses for a total cost of $1,939,000. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes 7-0.
Call on Dr. Kemp again to bring you your tribunal hearing officers. Dr. Kemp.
The following individuals have completed training and will serve as tribunal members and hearing officers for the 2026-2027 academic school year. Michael Barnes, Dr. Michelle Carrera, James Kreider, Dr. Eric Fiss, Dr. Dakima Leapart, Megan Ogletree, Dr. Demetrius Swindle. Our hearing officers, Dr. Chase Puckett, Janice Smith, Dr. Jeanette Hallam, and David Dement.
Mr. Chair, just a point of clarification, this would be for student tribunals, discipline tribunals. I recommend approval.
Superintendent is recommending approval of the FY27 student tribunal hearing officers as just detailed by Dr. Kemp. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes 7-0.
The next item I have in Group 1 for you is to approve the FY 2028 State Capital Outlay Projects application. Approval is requested for the FY 28 State Capital Outlay Projects application for the following projects: Arnold Middle School, Phase 3 modifications in the amount of $1,060,393. Jefferson Parkway Elementary School, Phase 3 modifications, $614,978. Thomas Crossroads Elementary School, Phase 3 modifications, $522,158. Noonan Crossing Elementary School Phase 3 modifications, $933,621. Western Elementary School addition and modifications, $695,911. Poplar Road Elementary School renovation and modifications is $1,964,918. Madras Middle School renovations and modifications, $2,202,388. Northgate High School Phase 2 renovations and modifications, $1,930,476, for a total of all projects of $9,924,843. Mr. Chair, I will note that, of course, the state capital outlay application can be amended if necessary. This is just the original application for those state funds for those stated projects. Recommend approval.
Superintendent's recommending approval of the FY 2028 state capital outlay projects application with a total amount of $9,924,843. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes 7-0.
The next item I have for you is approval of an intergovernmental agreement between Coweta County and the Coweta County School System for repairs to the storm drainage system at Willis Road Elementary School. Requesting approval of an intergovernmental agreement between the system and the county for repairs that have already been made to the storm drainage system at Willis Road. Labor was provided by Coweta County. Required materials were estimated at $5,000, and that will be billed to the school system on a unit cost basis. Board members, you may recall that this is one I emailed you about. I believe it was the week before school started. We had a sinkhole that popped up there that involved the road in front of Willis Road and school system property. The county went ahead and repaired that so that that work could be done prior to the start of school. This is just a great example of a situation where our cooperative relationship with the county benefits us. $5,000 for the material and labor provided at no charge to us. So I do recommend retroactive approval, formal approval of the intergovernmental agreement.
Superintendent's recommending approval of the intergovernmental agreement between the school system and Coweta County for the repairs of this storm drainage issue at Willis Road Elementary School. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes 7-0. Action item group 2 bids. We don't have any bids tonight. And then action items group 3 with trips. Were no trips to approve. So Dr. Horton, turn it over to you for the superintendent's report.
This time I'll call on Assistant Superintendent for Finance, Mr. Chapman, to bring your budget report and your sales tax. Mr. Chapman.
Budget report, we started the new year, completed the first month. We're $871,000 over, very comparable to the prior year. We were $879,000 over at this time. So we knew we were budgeted in the reserve sum, so it's expected. Sales tax, continue to see good collections there, over $3.6 million. With the collections through the end of June, we do expect that the current sales tax will stop with the September collections, and SPLOST 7 would take over with October.
Thank you, Mr. Chapman. This time we'll move on to the board goal report. And tonight I want to call on Mr. Kevin Barbie and some of the folks from Elevate Coweta to come and give an update on all the great things and the great work that is going on with our Elevate program. Mr. Barbie?
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Horton, and thank you, board members, for your support. I'd just like to say on behalf of Elevate Board of Directors, myself as the Executive Director, staff, volunteers, and the thousands of students we serve, I want to begin by simply saying thank you. Thank you for believing in the value of supporting the whole child. Thank you for welcoming Elevate into your schools and trusting us to walk alongside your students, your families, your teachers, your administrators. Our partnership with Coweta County Schools is one we never take for granted. Because of your partnership, the 2025-2026 school year was our most impactful school year yet. During the past school year, we served nearly 2,200 students in more than 24,000 interactions across our 5 staff schools at Ruth Hill and Welch Elementary, Smoky Road Middle, East Coweta and Noonan High School. More than 450 students received intensive caseload support through more than 4,600 individual check-ins, representing approximately 2,500 hours of one-to-one time invested in students facing significant personal challenges. Our mentoring program also continued to grow, ending the school year with more than 235 volunteers serving as mentors to students in every single school in the district. Each mentor represents another caring adult helping a young person believe in themselves and their future. There is one statistic that I'm especially proud of this past year. Among our senior caseload students, many whom face significant barriers that place graduation at risk, 59 of 61 students walked across this stage in May, 96.7% graduation rate. And while those numbers are encouraging, very encouraging, they only tell part of the story. The students themselves are the real story and the impact that we provide. One of our students came to Elevate carrying burdens no child should have to carry. Life outside school made it difficult to focus in the classroom, trust adults, or believe that truly anyone cared. Through consistent support from an Elevate site coordinator and the encouragement of caring adults, that student found stability, confidence, and hope. Attendance improved, relationships improved, academic progress improved. Today, that student is planning for a future that once seemed out of reach. She's been accepted by the University of West Georgia to study nursing, found a roommate, secured a dorm, and begins classes in the morning. She also has a wonderful and long-lasting support of her site coordinator who will continue to be by her side every day. Stories like that happen every day because of the dedication, compassion, and efforts of Elevate, along with the school system that recognizes student success is about far more than academics alone. Looking ahead, I'm excited to share that because of the incredible support of our community, Elevate has expanded to Arnco Sargent Elementary School this year. This expansion means even more students will have access to caring adults, mentoring, basic needs support, and early intervention challenges before those challenges become larger obstacles to learning. So finally, in closing, I would like to extend an invitation to all of you. If you have not visited one of the Elevate rooms recently, I would love the opportunity to welcome you. Come spend time with our staff, meet the students, watch mentors investing in young lives, experience firsthand the safe, welcoming spaces that exist because of this remarkable partnership between Coweta County Schools and Elevate. Thank you again for your confidence, your partnership, your unwavering support and commitment to the students of Coweta County. We're honored to serve alongside you, and we look forward to another year of changing lives. So, thank you very much. Any
Thank you.
questions or comments?
I'll speak. I'm sure some others want to also, but I cannot thank you, the site people, the community, the volunteers, and even those people that come to Hats and Hooves every year and bid on solid auction items and have a good time, you know, to providing those funds that are needed. And 59 out of 61 is unreal. I mean, I know you'd like to have 61 out of 61, but in expanding to Arnco, that's great. So thank you for what y'all do. You make a huge impact on kids that really need some help, and I can't say it enough. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
This time I'll call on Dr. Kemp once again. He's going to bring you one more policy to place on the table for review. Dr. Kemp?
Thank you again, Dr. Horton. We have another policy update, policy IFBG Exhibit 2, which is our Internet Acceptable Use, to add specific language addressing students' use of artificial intelligence, AI technologies. The new language established that AI use must be for authorized educational purposes under staff supervision while prohibiting academic dishonesty. All AI interactions must comply with district network security and acceptable use standards. This policy will be tabled for 1 month, and the board will vote next month.
Thank you, Dr. Kemp. Board members, the last item I have for you tonight is the Facilities and Construction Report. The first item here, you'll see CEC work on Phase 3 is nearing completion. We're now into Phase 4. Building J, the new classroom addition, they've got the new transformer there. It's been installed and energized, and installation of steel framing and metal roof decking has now been completed. If you're out there, you'll see the masonry walls continuing, the installation of those continuing, and we have rough ends going on. Project is still scheduled for completion next July. Arnold Middle School, project substantially complete. And of course, we've had a great start to the school year out there at Arnold. Jefferson Parkway renovations, areas in Phase 1, excluding some floor covering and corridors in the cafeteria, are substantially complete. We were just waiting on materials to finish those floor covering, and I anticipate that that will be done as we get an opportunity over school holidays. Substantial completion is scheduled for that project for this coming December. Thomas Crossroads Elementary, substantially complete there. They've had a good start to the school, and the fire marshal approved the project right at the wire last Wednesday. East Coweta Middle School, if you're out that direction, you'll see there's a lot of people out there working on the roof. We did have a delay in getting some materials for that project, so we're looking for completion of the roofing, of the re-roof at East Coweta Middle by the end of October. Elm Street Elementary School project is substantially complete for that roof, and there's only a second coat of wall panel paint that is remaining, and we still have the roof manufacturer that's going to come and complete their inspection just so that we can get the warranty on that roof. Shield projects at both Northgate and East Coweta High School are nearing substantial completion. We are waiting on some doors that need to be installed before we can have those inspected by the fire marshal. But most of the other work there is done, and you can see there that we anticipate getting those doors in October so that those projects can be completed. The stadium field turf replacement at East Coweta High School is substantially complete. We're just waiting on closeout documents on that one. If you've been up by Northgate, you can see that trees and debris are being removed from the path of the Shaw connector between Bass Middle School and Northgate High School. We'll keep that one on the list for you. It's not our project, but it does run between two of those schools and will provide some significant traffic relief up there, so we want to keep you updated on that one. Re-roofing of the kitchen at Willis Road. The project is scheduled for this fall. Pre-construction meeting actually is going to be held day after tomorrow, on Thursday. And then you can see the Phase 3, which was in the capital outlay application tonight for both Jefferson Parkway and Thomas Crossroads. Bids will be received over the course of the next couple of weeks to a month, and looking for next July for project completion on Phase 3, which is removing and replacing roofs and renovations to the kitchen and replacement of kitchen equipment at both of those campuses. The last item I have for you is not on the agenda. Just want to take a moment to say thank you to all of our employees for a wonderful start to the school year. Today was the end of day 4. And of course, we capped it off with a severe thunderstorm on the north end of the county. But everybody did a wonderful job of getting everybody home up there, even through some delays this afternoon. I can't thank our maintenance and custodial staffs enough. Miss Ingram, of course, Mr. Sale, Walter Drake, and all their crews for all the hard work they did. It's a lot between, say, May the 28th and the start of another school year on August the 6th to get everything done and completed, but you guys did a wonderful job, and I want to thank our principals and our system leaders and all of our staff members for all the prep work that went into a smooth start to the school year, and we're off and running. We are having school, and 4 days down, what's that mean? We got, 176 to go, so off to a good start. That's all I have, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Dr. Horton. At this time, we always set aside time for public comments. We did not have anyone signed up to speak tonight, but we certainly always welcome members of the public to come and speak on matters of general interest. With that, I'll go to board comments. Do we have any board comments tonight?
Mr. Glover, yeah, I got one comment. I was out at East Coweta High School on the first day of school, and was out there again today. And I know there's some pains associated with the cell phone law, that the law doesn't go into effect this year, it goes into effect next year. But our high schools are being proactive and are implementing that this year. First day of school, there were a few glitches. You saw a few students with their phones out, but teachers and administrators were real quick to ask them to put them away. One of the things that I noticed, if you've ever been in a cafeteria at a high school, it's very loud. But I heard something this time that I've never heard as much of, and that's conversation. Nothing but conversation. I was down there today to visit Coach Small at the high school. He had some of his students going in for weight training, and they had a big container right there at the opening to the weight room, and they were all dropping their phones in there. Even the ones that had them in their backpacks, they were requiring them to take them out of the backpack and put them in the bucket. So hats off to our administrators and the high schools, teachers, and most importantly, the kids. And I've seen, and I'm going to be the first one to raise my hand, so I'm going to learn some lessons from this. I've seen some adults out in public eating that need to follow the example set by these kids instead of the whole family sitting there playing on their phone. And I know if you've been in restaurants out, you've seen the same thing. So hats off to our 3 high schools for kind of taking that tough task and the whole cell phone law head on a year early. So thank you.
Any additional board comments? If not, with that, I have a motion to approve enter into executive session to discuss personnel, real estate, and potential litigation.
So moved.
All those in favor? Motion passes 7-0. Thank you. Be safe going home if it's still raining.